And you've seen a lot of crazy things. What's one or two of the things that stand out over your career that, you just pop in your mind when you think of craziness that you've seen in the sports world and
My
journalism?
favorite game of all time is the Pine Tar game. Not many people remember it from outside the New York area, but there's always this classic tape that George Brett homers in the top of the ninth inning to beat the Yankees. And as he's running around the bases, he gets to home plate, and the Yankees are carrying his bat over to the Yankee dugout to show the umpire what exactly happened, that there's too much pine tar on the bat. Umpire rules that he's out. So they take the win away from the Royals, and he goes absolutely nuts. Well, I never saw Brett running there because the first thing I did was run as fast as I could to the elevator to make sure I got downstairs to be in position to be near him in the Royal Room, whatever the heck happened. So who do I get in the elevator with? I'm by myself. I said, what are we wasting our time for here? Well, four guys come walking in. One guy who couldn't have been more than 5'8" buries his head and comes walking in my area. Thinking, who the heck is this? I glance over to my left. It happens to be Richard Nixon.
Whoa.
So the next thing I know is, well, what do you possibly say? Are you allowed to look at him? There's only 6 people in the elevator. I'm one of them, 4 of his big goons, and him. So I look over. I just happened to glance because I figure I've got to do this. And he looks at me and he smiles. He says, young fella, you ever seen anything like that before? I could have asked him a million things about what it was like running the country from the 60s to the 70s. And there I am figuring, well, what witty thing could I possibly come up with for Tricky Dick Nixon? Let's make one thing perfectly clear there, Mr. Nixon. No, I just said, no, Mr. President, I've never seen anything like that. That's about it. And I don't think I ever will. That's probably the craziest thing I could ever think of.
Man, that is an amazing story. So you didn't see George Brett go like a madman and running out the dugout and just he had fire in his eyes and he was just nuts.
The next time I saw George Brett was in the locker room afterwards. And the first thing that the Royals guy said was, George is going to do it. He's going to talk to everybody, but he's going to wait 15 minutes. Everybody raced down to talk to Billy Martin and everybody in the Yankees to get that side of the story. I said, I'm going to wait it out. I mean, I'm not nuts. There's one story here.
Yeah.
Guy hits home run, goes crazy. You got to go talk to him. So I'm standing there waiting with 2 other guys from Kansas City papers. PR guy looks out the door. All right, George is ready now. Okay, fine. 3 of us got him that day.
Wow.
That was it, because once he saw the horde coming back, the New York media and the national media that was covering the game ran away. Just snuck around back into the shower area, and that was it. Did he say anything? No, absolutely not. No, he went crazy after the game and said absolutely nothing for 10 minutes before you fellas got there.
Wow.